So for domestication, excellent bed making. Your bed says a lot about who you are. Housekeeping is important, and housekeeping involves making your bed every day. And your bed is not just about throwing bed sheets on your bed. It has to be done creatively, like add the wool, okay? Now, this is just a regular bed, okay? What is this? This is a runner. This is a bed runner. You can never make a bed without a runner. Now, look at this bed. If I take this away, what happens? It just looks like a regular bed, okay? Now, what are the things you use to make your bed look creative and to add a touch of domestication? You add a runner. You can use anything as a runner. You can use an old Ankara. You don't have to rush out now to buy a runner. You can use an old Ankara. You can do different things. Now, you can see now I'm not playing with throw pillows. I just have 2 throw pillows here, okay? And I have my wet bed sheet. Always remember to iron what? Your bed sheets. When you go to a hotel, you don't want to leave the hotel. You want to stay there for forever because they took their time. It's called hospitality. Hospitality is like when you're being hospitable. Do you know what? When you're putting the extra touch in something, okay? So this is beautiful. Now, but aside from that, there is something else you need to see. When you're making the bed, I actually told somebody to do this. I want you to look at the door. Now, my door is right there. Now, your pillowcase, when you're making your bed, your pillowcase must never, the part that is open must never face the door. The part that is open must always face the back. Okay? So that is my door. So this pillowcase, if I'm putting it here, it mustn't face that direction. It must face inwards. So if you're breaking the rule for housekeeping, if this part shows outside, so the part where you tucked in the pillow that is open, I'm taking my time to say this, must be inwards. Must be inwards. And then this is just a simple, and I wanted to know, do you think there's something wrong with this bed? Just tell me if you think there's something wrong. What do you think? This is a simple, you know, you're getting me. Now, part of your homework, every day, morning and evening, you're sending a homework of your bed beautifully done in different designs. This is my bed. Something is wrong. Some people do some bed, and when they send their bed, I'm like, what is it? Because you have a purple throw pillow doesn't mean it has to be on the bed. I can actually just have 2 throw pillows like this. My bed is still beautiful. So what am I saying? You have to be super creative. Now, this is a runner. Now, if it stays here, it's a runner. But to be creative, the next day you could do something different. Now, move it up. When I move it from here and I put it here, tuck it in. When it's up here, it's no longer a runner. It's now a layer. It's now a layer. You've made your bed using the layer style. But if you have it here, it is a runner. Now, this is still the same bed. Actually, I think this looks more beautiful. What do you think, Miss Eyuche? This is more beautiful and creative. It's still the same white bed with just something thrown around it. Now, something else you could do, let's tuck this in. I could just do this like this. Same bed, different style. We're talking about creativity. A modern gentleman is creative. Everything you touch has a bit of training, housekeeping, and domestication. So we tuck it in here like this. Can we do it properly? It's still the same. So for 3 different days, your bed has different styles. Actually, that's the point. Can I have some other runners? Now, let's take away this runner. Now, when next you travel, like I said, or when next you go to a shop, remember you must buy runners. A virtuous woman, a modern gentleman invests in their home. Runners are some things you must have. Bed runners, home runners. Can we have another runner? Now, this is another runner. My bed is different. What do I do now? I take away the 2 what? I take away today I'm not playing with throw pillows. So I can actually have my bed like this. My bed is still pretty. Never make a bed, after this training, never make a bed without a runner. You must, that's why it has the hotel feel. And then when you grow up, your parents might not buy you white bed sheets now. You can't do without white bed sheets. White bed sheets makes your room have space. It makes your house look big. I can never use a colored bed sheet. There was once somebody gave me a colored bed sheet, I remember, for Christmas. And I'm like, okay, thank you. But I never used it. And once my washerman didn't come to take away to like wash all the bed sheets. So when he came almost like 1 month and all my bed sheets were dirty. So I gave him everything. And I noticed that I didn't have any sheet left. So I used the colored bed sheet just pending when my washerman would come back. And then guess what happened? I came back one day and I was feeling choked. And I'm like, why is my room like this? I was just feeling tense. And I remembered that it was because the bed had what? Colored sheet. The white bed sheet makes your room look big. It makes it look spacious. It makes it look beautiful. And whatever you put in your bed pops out. Please, as you keep growing, and for those of you that are grown, I want to challenge you. Start using white bed sheets. And do you know what it does most of all, above all things? You know when it's dirty. Some of you stay on a bed and 1 week you've not changed your sheet. You can't do that, okay? So can I have another runner? And you can, let's say, you can actually be so creative as well. You can have a runner and you just throw, stretch it for me. You just throw another one. I mean, it's beautiful. It's still the same bed. All you have to do is, once you've been able to get the bed properly, you can now do different things that are creative. Can I have another one? Now, look at this. This is just a typical Nigerian person, and every Nigerian parent, every Nigerian home will have a ashoke. So if you don't have a runner, don't start saying, oh, my bed, you have to be creative. This is an ashoke. Can we just drop it? This is, most ashokes are big. And then when I put it like this, it has covered up the whole bed. So take it there, move it down. Now, my bed is looking different. It actually has a kingly feel. It has a kingly feel. You can take that away. Or can we add the red in the middle? Same bed, but different design. The runner and the layer actually gives your bed a different feel. So every day you have a different bed and your bed is looking beautiful. Okay, can we use the ashoke for, no, let's fold the ashoke. Just leave this here. Let's fold it into 2. So we have a thin runner. So right here, no, move it up a bit. Good. We have, so you can tell me, oh, I have nothing. Teacher Neka, I don't want to hear that. Go ask your mom for her ashoke. Do something creative with the ashoke. You can actually add different colors. Now this is, now can I have that, yes. Same bed, different design. You just have to be creative. Everything you touch must have a touch of woo. That's creativity. A virtuous woman is, can you keep this for me, Miss H.A.? A virtuous woman is creative. And I could also now say, okay, I did this today. Can I have the pillows over there? Like this now. Same bed, different feel. Can we use the ashoke as a layer? Remember, while it's here, it's a runner. Once we take it up here, it's what? A layer. So take it, tuck it in, tuck it in. Tuck it in, stretch. The bed is different. Now, some people do some things. That is a housekeeping. You're breaking the rule. Some people they send me pictures and they have a runner and they have a layer, right, Miss Uche? You can never have a runner and a layer on the same bed. Either you use it as a runner or you use it as a layer. But you can't have both of them. That would be a bit too much, okay? Then you stretch and then this is our bed. Now, this is beautiful and it's just the same bed. Now, let's tuck it in again. Same bed. Pull it from there. Put it here. Open it up a bit. Put it here. And then do you know also what you do when you have a blank? Put it out a bit. Put it out a bit, just a bit more. Yes. Now, this is just an ashoke. So imagine all the things your mom has in the house that you can use. Now my bed is still looking beautiful and, Now something else we need to add, because I'm going to show you 2 more styles. Now there's something, the origami you're learning. The origami, you never leave your bed bare. That's why when you go to a hotel, you see them, or if you've gone on a boat cruise, they do the bed so well. And they do animals. They try to create animals with the towel. It's called origami. It's very easy. I'm going to show you one of the easiest, how to make a dotto or a love, a heart shape. So you hold the towel, you hold it right there, here in the middle. That's the size, okay? You hold it in the middle, and then you hold it, you fold 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 it. You see this in most hotels, okay? Now, I have this. I put it right here. I put it here. That's my turtle. It's easy, and just you put it by the corner. I mean, if you have a guest coming in to spend the weekend with you and all of that, and you just want to, oh, this is actually not the prettiest, but okay. Now, do you know why I'm showing you this? Because you can do a lot with this. You place it by the side of the bed. Now, I could actually turn this into a heart shape. I open it up and I put it here. Now, I have a heart shape and I put it just by the side. What you're just doing is that you're adding the extra touch. A virtuous woman, a modern gentleman has the extra touch. So by the corner of, I'm also going to show you, send you a link so that you can learn the different towel origami so that you can actually decide, oh, this is the one I'm going to do. But every night you have a different towel origami by your bed, okay? Now, that said, there's something else very important. Would you help me hold this? Now, at night, okay? At night, this is what happens. This is your regular bed. You make the bed like this during the day with the layer or the runner. Then at night, there's something called turn down service or turn down effect. Remember, you're being creative and you're trying to show hospitality, and you're trying to make your room like forever beautiful to make it look like it's a hotel setting. And also for your parents, part of your homework today, you're going to do up your parents' bedroom using a very creative style, and you're going to send in the picture. They sent you for this program. Do something nice for them. Okay. So at night, this is how you make your bed at night. Now, this is the middle of the bed. It's called turn down service. So what do? You turn your bed down like this. You turn it like this. Now, stretch. Now, if there's one person living in a bedroom or in a room, when you turn down the bed, you turn down only one side. So if anybody enters this room right now, what are they going to see? Automatically, they'll know that it's only one person that lives in this room, okay? So when there's one turn down, that means you have one person in that room. But what if there are two people, maybe your mom and your dad? So if you live alone in your room, now you don't make your bed like this. You don't use the turn down service in the morning. The turn down service, you turn your bed down in the evening, showing that its time is from the evening up until midnight, showing that it's night time. And the whole idea is that somebody sleeps in and they're very comfortable, okay? But if there are two people living in the room, now what do if there are two people in the room? Let me see if you just hold. You do this, then you hold it, okay? You turn down. Now, anybody that has gone for housekeeping training, when you see this, it shows that there are two people living in this room. Once you see it turned down like this, it shows that there are two people in this room because the two of them are now turned down. Then you tuck it in here, the two of them. So what do you do when you make it like this? Make it like this. And it's very easy. This is a turn. So if you built your whatever it is you built, you just put it by the side. And then sometimes people just put flowers. And so when the person comes, do you know what the person does? It's just making life easier. Mom comes in. The whole idea that she's not struggling with the duvet. She just goes in and then she pulls it like this. By the way, I feel like sleeping. How about you? I just want to go to bed. Miss H, you just lie down. We've been working all day. Lie down, Miss H. Turn down. They've done the turn down effect. Good night, pals. Good night. So we talked about the decorative part, but that is just the exterior. What about the interior, which is the major thing? How do you make your bed? So when you want to make your bed, the first thing you have to do is that you get a fitted sheet. Now, the fitted sheet is the one that has like a rubber, okay, the elastic on the side. What it does is that it holds the bed very firm, okay, so your bed is stretchy. But what if you don't have the fitted sheet? And most people in this part of the country, we don't have fitted sheet. And that's why I want to say use the regular sheet. But you have to have something covering the mattress first before you use your flat sheet. So this is what you do. Mr. Uche, we have to be fast. This is what you do. Now, remember, your bed must be seamless without a wrinkle. Without a wrinkle. So this is what you do. You get the first sheet. Okay. Now this is what you do. For it to be seamless, this is what you do. Okay. Now this is what you do because you want your bed. You do this, you go down by the edge, so you can see already that the bed is getting stretched. Your bed must be stretched. If your bed is not stretched, no matter how much decorative you make it, it's not going to look nice. So you twist. Now, if you can't do this, get an adult. Now, when you do this, you might keep your bed steady, and for 2 weeks, you've not made your bed. Now, I know you want to do that, right? Yeah, that gentleman looking at me, you want to do that, right? So if you get this right, you can see here. Now, what this is doing is that it's already giving you a straight. You can see it's already pulling it in, then you drop it. Fantastic. Can you see that the bed is already giving it a stretch? But instead of you just tucking in, when you just tuck it in, no, it messes up when you wake up. So you go to the other side. Now, whatever you do on this side, you do on this other side. So what happens? Now, you fold, you roll, then put it. Good. You do the same. Can you see that the bed is already looking stretched? You see that the bed, right now, your bed is actually looking stretched. Now, if you send in your picture and your bed is not stretched, you're not going to be graded. That means you failed domestication 101. It must be fully stretched. Then you take your flat sheet. Your flat sheet, remember the first one is the fitted sheet that fits into the bed and keeps it firm. Now the flat sheet is now, some people call it the bed sheet, but everybody calls it the flat sheet, okay? But whatever you decide, now we put it like this. Go down. Can you take the pillows away? Take it away, down. So what do we do again? You move it up and then you roll. Now you can see that once I started rolling, what happened? It started stretching. What you want to attain is to get a stretch. So what happens when you stretch, you tuck it what? You roll tightly. You can get an adult to help you. And then you can see right here, it is what? Stretched. Then you start tucking in. Then you start tucking it in. Then you come to the other end. When you come to the other end, now what do you do? When you come to this end, you move it out a bit. And then you take it back. Take it back. Now, I don't know why it's done like this, but this is how the basic housekeeping is done. It's been done for years. I think it's just to give it a bit of aesthetics. And then as you keep doing, please remember, the major thing is that it must be stretched. If there's a wrinkle, your work is not going to be graded. Your work is not going to be graded and you're not going to get points. So you can see it's all tucked in. Now, this is a clean bed. And then now you can start your decorations and all of that. But if you've not gotten it this beautifully stretched, no. Once a bed has a fold or a wrinkle, it's not properly done. Your domestication is really, really bad. So you must stretch. Could you stretch it for me again, Miss AJ? Please, this is what we want to see every day. Now, if you can make your bed like this, you tuck them in. When you get up from the bed, your bed is going to stay clean. Now, you now get the duvet. Hold the duvet for me. Okay. Okay, so this is my duvet. Now, what I like doing, it depends on what you want. If your bed is like this, you can throw the duvet so that your bed has a rich, robust feel, okay? But if your bed is small and you have to squeeze in. And if you have this is a must-have. It gives your room the elegant feel. So this holiday, do something different. You might tell your parents to get you an ottoman, something that sits by your bed where you have your little books. And then the bed is, do you know why your bed is always rough? Because you sit on the bed. The bed is meant for sleeping. When you want to sit in the bedroom, you sit on the ottoman when you have a guest and you guys talk. You don't sit on the bed. You only lie on the bed when you want to go to bed. After making it beautifully and you've decorated it beautifully, let it stay like that. But now you're jumping on the bed and you're talking, your bed will look rough. So you can sit on the ottoman. So if you don't have an ottoman, you can create one this holiday. Is that okay? Good. Okay. So you put it here. I drop it on the ottoman for it to look elegant. Okay. And then I go like this. This is my simple bed. I'm not doing much today. Okay. Let's just tuck it in because so many of them don't have ottoman. So if you don't have an ottoman, what you do is that you tuck it right into the bed. Okay. If you don't have an ottoman, you tuck it right into the bed, like under the bed, okay? But remember, whatever you do, please stretch it for me. Stretch. Stretch. Your bed must be fully stretched. Stretch there. There must be no wrinkle. There must be, when you send in your bed and there's a wrinkle, it won't be graded. Now, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. So I do this. Now you put this back Put this back. Now you're going to notice that I'm not using a runner or a layer because this duvet already has something that looks like the pattern of a layer, okay? So I'm not going to use a layer, okay? So can I have my throw pillows now? Now remember now with the throw pillows, your throw pillows must never face the door. Your pillow, the side that is open must never face the door. It must face, the side that is open must face inwards. So it's like this, like this. But remember, what I'm talking about now here is stretch. Your bed is super stretched. Your bed is easy. Your bed is simple. It's not complicated. Something else you have to do with the duvet. Now, if you have a bed like this, pull up the duvet all the way to the end. Let's pull all the way to the end. Okay. Take it back. Okay. You know, this is just my style. Okay. You know, you can create, I want you to tuck it in for me. Yes. You know, you can actually create something. So, you know, some of these things, tuck them right in. Tuck them right in. No, I don't want this to show. Take this out. Yeah, I want the white patterns. Exactly. So you could fold your duvet. Okay? You could fold your duvet. So your duvet acts like what? Now, if you have all those big duvets and your room is always looking boring, you could fold your duvet and then your duvet turns into what? A runner. And then I want to teach you something really bad, but something really good, and you're going to thank me for this. Have you realized that sometimes during the school holiday or during school, when you have exams, you can't make your room and you know you're going to get into trouble? Maybe during holiday, the school period, that you are trying to go to school and you have things and your room is all scattered and your mom, and you know your mom is going to be mad when she gets into the room. Now, let me teach you a secret and you're going to love me for this. Now, this is what you do. Put your pillow down. You put your pillow down. You run your duvet all the way like this. Like this. Remember, you have things right there. Tuck it in. Let me have a white runner. So you cover up everything with your runner, but do you know what you now do? To now make, you can get any colored runner that is nice. Yes. Now, do you know what you now do? Once you run your duvet all over, quickly, remember you didn't make your bed, okay? And then you just put a runner in between the pillows, something like this. And you quickly stretch. Now, anybody that comes in here, what do you think they'll say? Oh, the room is well made. But you know that the room wasn't made, right? But all you needed to do was be creative about it, okay? Now, right under the bed, what do we have? We have everything. But instead of you leaving your stuffs like this, going to school and your room is messed up, what do? It's called the lazy man technique. And don't be lazy, because a modern gentleman is not lazy. But this is when you actually want to go out, okay? And then you throw this across. And then remember, it's very important. Please remember, once you wake up, the very first thing you do is fix your bed. If you get that habit, you can't wake up and say, oh, let me go and brush my teeth or take a bath. Once you wake up, the first thing you do is you do what? You stretch your bed, and your bed stays super stretched. You can play with throw pillows. You can play with runners and layers. You can be creative and do anything with your bed. And then your bed is super beautiful. And then the last thing about the bed making techniques, which is very important, is at every time, once every 2 days, you check to make sure that what you rolled hasn't loosened. Once it's tight, I'm telling you, your bed is well. Because this is what you do. At night, you lay down and you sleep and all of that. Once you wake up in the morning, everything is just, what you do is that you just run your fingers. You just run your fingers. So for 1 week, you wouldn't have made your bed if it was properly tied and properly rolled. So I need to see pictures of your bed before and after. Now remember, every day before you come into class, you have to do up your bed. You have to do up your bed every morning to show us different techniques. And in the evening, every night, you have to send a picture of your bed or your parents' bed with a turn down effect. We want different creative styles every day. So I'm waiting for your birds. You've seen my bed. I'm waiting for your bed, a different bed design every night. So I'm waiting. Where are your beds? Come on, go get your hands busy.